base metal prices on the London Metal Exchange have generally recovered from the weakness we've seen on Monday, suggesting actually that the dip buying mentality is still dominating on the market. The Chinese authorities have put some number as well yesterday on their stock sales, saying that they are planning another auction of 30,000 tons of copper, 19,000 tons of aluminium and 50,000 tons of zinc by the end of the month. Reuters reports that these amounts were slightly less than expected, but despite the announcements, did not have much of an impact actually on the base metal prices on the LME. Concern about Chinese power cuts is another story which is getting some attention on the market. Fast Markets reported that China's electricity system is particularly stretched this summer. So aluminium, zinc and lead smelters have received repeated notice for several weeks that they should restrict their power usage, and many are not still seeing any end on this situation. The situation has deterred some smelters from ordering raw materials. That's what we saw also on some notes, and a disruption in coal supply has not helped matters either, and flooding in central regions of the country in China is also snaring up some supply lines. We've seen this aluminium smelter which had a massive explosion due to flood at the beginning of the week. But for the most part, disruptions to Chinese metals volumes have been minimal thus far, but certainly have the potential to grow. If we have a look at the current 3-month prices on the LME, we can see that all the metals, with the only exception of zinc, are going up today. Copper is up by 1%. The 3-month price trading at $9,452 a ton. On copper, we saw that Reuters reported that the global world refined copper market was in a deficit by 75,000 tons in April, compared with 13,000 tons deficit in March, according to the International Copper Study Group. So for the first 4 months of the year, the market was in a 69,000 ton surplus, compared with 110,000 ton surplus in the same period a year earlier. The aluminium price is also up by 1% today. The 3-month price is trading at $2,483 a ton. Zinc, as I said, is almost unchanged. The 3-month price is below 3,000 at $2,937 a ton. Nickel is on the upside, almost 1.5%. The 3-month price trading at $18,875. On the nickel side, we had the information earlier this morning that BHP Group announced the signing of a nickel supply agreement with Tesla, and BHP will supply Tesla with nickel from Western Australia, one of the most sustainable and lowest carbon emission nickel producers in the world. The lead price went up by 1.8%. It was the biggest gainer today, trading at $2,388 right now. The lead price is at a fresh high since the German lead producer Berzelius declared some force majeure today on its supply after severe floodings forced them to suspend their operations at the Stolberg smelter. On the forex side, just a brief note, in the foreign exchange market, the general dollar index is flat right now, but we do see some strength in some of the European majors. The euro is now almost back at 118 ahead of the European Central Bank meeting later on today, while the British pound has recovered to 1.3750 after it breached the level of 136 on Wednesday, and the yen is also stronger at 110.20.